Welcome students. In this video lecture, we shall move to the unit 3. Okay. The title of this unit is Properties of Surface and Solid. Properties of surface and solid. Surface and solid, right? So here in this video lecture, especially we can focus on the title called centroid. Centroid in the sense is the point at which the entire area of the figure is assumed to be concentrated. That means I can give the note here. Centroid is the point at which the entire area of the figure is assumed to be concentrated. So in order to understand it, I shall just draw a rectangle in 3D. Okay, it's a rectangle. So if I want to bear, or if I want to concentrate the entire area of this figure, how can I bear it, or how can I concentrate it? Just by keeping the point at the center of this figure. That is known as centroid. That means for this figure, if I want to get the center point, I shall connect the diagonals so that I can point out the centroid. So if I just concentrate through this C point, I shall bear, or else I can just concentrate the area of the plane rectangle. Okay, so similar manner, all the geometric shapes like circle, it has the centroid. The triangle, it has the centroid. Okay, similar manner, the square, it has the centroid. Okay, so every object at particular point, the entire area of the plane figure can be concentrated or balanced. Okay, so in this unit, especially under the centroid, we just going to just know about the or the concept of centroid and how to calculate the centroid for different kind of shaped object and for the combined object. Okay, let's move to the formula part. I will show you some basic shapes. Okay, so here I have square, rectangle, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, circle, semicircle and quadrants. So for this, just we can identify the centroid. So these are the basic structure we will be having in the real components. Okay, so by going by understanding this kind of centroid, just we can try to just make the centroid of the complicated object or combined object. Okay, let us start with the square first. So here the square, here I have taken the length of the square as a and width of the square as a. So all the four sides are equal, right, in the square. So a and a, right. So we know the centroid is here at the mid of the portion. So if I want to just plot it in the graphical representation, the quadrant x, y, from the O, the x distance, I can say the length x will be the half of the length a, right, half of the length a. That means in the x it will be a by 2. from the O point and the x axis, the length will be half of the A for the square. The similar manner, it also with the same measurement A, right? It's a square. So the y measurement from the O will be equal of the dimension A by 2. Okay, so x A by 2 and y A by 2 in order to plot it the centroid for square. So area, when you come to the area, length into x breadth. So both are A, we get A square. A square is an area. Okay, so unit of this area is mm square, and x unit is millimeter or meter. Here millimeter or meter we can denote it. So meter we can note it or millimeter. Okay, meter we can note it or millimeter. Here meter square or millimeter square. So both the units we can note it based upon the measurement. Right. Rectangle. So for the rectangle, the length of the rectangle is B and height of the rectangle or width of the rectangle I have represented it as h. Okay. So when I want to represent the centroid, the x distance can be calculated by its length of the length. That means B divided by 2, so that I can plot this C in the x direction. In the y direction, we can plot it by half of its width, that means h by 2. Okay, so when you come to the area for the rectangle is length into breadth. Length of it is B into the breadth h. Length into width or length into breadth. Right. So move to the equilateral triangle. So for the equilateral triangle, I have taken the bottommost side as B and entire height of the or width of the object as h. Okay. So here when you are plotting the centroid in the x, the measurement will be B by 2, length divided by 2, right, mid of the x direction. Okay, and in the y direction, this is the y. When you plot it, so this is the y distance. So this y can be calculated. By h divided by 3. Okay, 1 by 3 times of its height. When you come into the y axis, the length will be. Okay, keep it, remember. So for x direction, equilateral triangle is B by 2, and for the y it is h by 3, right? Keep it in your mind. And the area of this equilateral triangle is half length into breadth. So B into h, half BH, right? And let's move to the fourth one, right angle triangle. So right angle triangle is concerned. Here I have taken the bottommost side as B and entire width as h. So here comes in order to plot the x. So this is the x. The x will be B by 3. 1 by 3 times of its length, B by 3. And a similar manner for the y. So from O to this point, the y can be calculated by h by 3, 1 by 3 times of its height. Okay, so just see the difference, equilateral triangle and right angle triangle. Equilateral triangle for the x B by 2 and for y h by 3, and in the right angle triangle both the x and y measurement is B divided by 3 and h divided by 3. Just see the difference. You should not confuse with the equilateral triangle and right angle triangle. Okay, fine. And for the area, it's similar. It's a triangle, right? Triangle in the sense half length into breadth. So BH, the same formula. Fine. Next, move to the next shape, geometric shape, which is a circle. So circle, I just want to plot the centroid. So x, so this is the x distance, and if I take y, this is the y distance. So diameter is given in the full length of the circle is diameter. Even in the x-axis, the full length is a diameter, and even in the y-axis, it's a diameter. So x and y can be calculated by half the diameter, just half the diameter. The centroid will be even for the x and y. So here d by 2 and here d by 2. It's a known one. In order to specify the centroid, if you keep the center of the object, you can just concentrate it, right? So here of the distance of its diameter in the x-axis and in the y-axis. What about the area? What's the formula for area? Area of the circle is pi r square. It's a known formula. Okay, in the lower classes and all, we are familiar, we are working with the same formula of this circle, pi r square. In terms of diameter, I can say pi by 2 into d square. Okay, pi by 4 into d square. The right formula is pi by 4 into d square. In terms of pi r square. In terms of diameter, pi divided by 4 into d square. Okay, and move to the semicircle. So now here it is the x direction and here it is the y direction. Keep it remember, in the x direction we have the full diameter, and in the y direction we just have the radius measurement alone. Okay, so when you just pick the centroid in the x direction, in order to keep the c, okay, to keep the c, the x direction, here we have full length of diameter, right? So here, in order to specify the c in the x direction, the formula is d divided by 2, half the diameter. Okay, for the diameter it should be half. And here the y direction, the measurement is or the radius, it is the radius. So when you are just pointing out the y, the formula is 4 or by 3 pi, 4 or by 3 pi, and just calculate the area. So here it is easy, it is a semicircle. The area of circle is pi r square. So semicircle in the sense half of it, right? So half of it, it's so easy, pi r square divided by 2. It's a semicircle, so half of it, that's all. Move to the quadrant. So here in the quadrant, if you see the full length of the quadrant for the x-axis is with the radius, and for the y-axis it is with the radius. So if you want to specify the x and y to pick the centroid, the formula, since here it is radius, the formula is 4 or by 3 pi in the x and 4 or by 3 pi in the y-axis. Okay, so keep it remember, in the circle, in the x it is d, in the y it is d, so d by 2, d by 2. The semicircle, in the x it is with the full length d, diameter, length is a diameter, so half of it, d by 2. And here we have the y-axis, it is with the radius or, so there in order to specify the centroid, the formula is 4 r by 3 pi. Here in the quadrant, both in the x direction and y direction, the full length is radius. So there, both the things 4 r by 3 pi. So logically you can just keep it remember, right? So here in the area for the quadrant, the area, circle is pi r square, semicircle half of it, again it's a quadrant, half the semicircle, right? So pi r square divided by 4. Half the semicircle, 2 into 2. So here it is 4. Keep it, remember, area unit is meter square or mm square, and each one is the measurement, so meter or mm. Hope you understood how to just get the formula for the basic shapes like square, rectangle, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, circle, semicircle and quadrant. Thank you so much.